You are the man who gave them the power to destroy themselves. And the world is not prepared. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Truman needs to know what's next.
2,
What's next?
1.
Now this is more like it. Pixar, from now on, please greenlight some Pixar sequel that people are dying to see. Not Toy Story 5, Cars 4, and for God's sake, not a Bug's Life 2, because nobody wants to see those unnecessary sequels. Anyway, hello everyone, this is your good old neighbor Nick Cake Spider-Verse and Frozen 2 and Kim Possible Fan 2001. Do you smell that? Yup, you smell something going on with Bob Arthur cooking something again. Sorry guys, we got a news reporter for those two sequels that should have green light in the first place. Like, nobody wants to see Toy Story 5, Cars 4, and for God's sake, not a Bug's Life 2. You know why I do not want a Bug's Life 2? It's because, number one, Kevin Spacey is doing some illegal stuff sometime. But honestly, guys, even he's back as Hollywood, but that doesn't mean everyone will forgive him exactly what he done. So, a Bug's Life 2, no. And second of all, honestly, guys, all the celebrity in that film, like the actress that she was in Seinfeld, and the actor that he's the voice of Flicked, and anyway, and Kevin Spacey is the voice of, honestly, guys, is the voice by a grasshopper, and even the actress that she's the voice of Dot. I gotta say, but they are getting old, and the actress that she's the voice of Dot is turning to adult. Like, how on earth you gonna do a Bug's Life 2? So Pixar, don't you even think about for greenlight a Bug's Life 2, because nobody wants to see a 60, 70, 80, or 90-year-old celebrity to be in the sequel that based on a 1998 film called The Bug's Life. I like The Bug's Life, but I do not want to see a sequel based on the older people who was in the first film in the first place. But honestly, guys, no offense to the older people, but seeing the older people based on the film that you really enjoy, it just feels depressing. It's the same thing with Indiana Jones 5, to be honest. Sorry guys, now let's pull up the news article what I'm talking about. Sorry guys, I got a news reporter by Comment Marvel. They are saying that The Incredibles 3 and Finding Nemo 3 is reporting likening to be happening at Pixar Animation Studio. I gotta say, I am so adored. I am so happy that Pixar is listening to us fan, and this is how you do your business. Honestly, guys, you gotta take your business too seriously. If you keep goofing around, if you keep greenlighting some unnecessary sequel that people don't even ask for, don't even care, you're gonna make your brand. Honestly, guys, you're gonna make your studio work. Honestly, guys, if you keep greenlighting some stuff that people don't ask for, you're making your studio look like very, very depressing, because I just feel sorry for the employee who work for Pixar Animation Studio had to suffer of the unnecessary sequel, which is other than Toy Story 5, Cars 4, or even The Bug's Life 2. I really hope The Bug's Life 2 would not get greenlight, or else it would be the worst Pixar movie I've ever seen in my freaking life. So yeah. Anyway, so the first news we're going to start off, which is none other than The Incredibles 3. Hallelujah, Pixar. What take you so long? Why on earth you doing this? Why on earth that you were doing this for The Incredibles fan? Honestly, guys, the fan base, or who's a huge fan of the first film and the second film, including me, not for Troll Band Together fan 2001. I do not want to think about his rant on The Incredibles 2. You know what? Screw that rant and screw that rant in the behind. But I gotta say, honestly, guys, I am really excited for The Incredibles 3. It's been 20 years since the first film came out, and it's been 6 years since the sequel came out. Well, honestly, guys, Well, typically right now, the first film came out 19 years, and The Incredibles 2 came out 5 years ago. But on November, it's going to be 20 years. It's going to be 20 years since the first film came out, and this June, it's going to be 6 years when the when the when the when the Incredibles 2 came out. I'm very sorry, I'm stuttering, and I'm very sorry I keep saying Wendy, like, honestly, the more I think about it, it's just making me hungry. Anyway, back was saying, sorry guys, I am really excited for the Incredibles story because I really adore, and I'm a huge major fan of the Incredibles film. Of the Incredibles film because honestly, guys, the first film is my favorite animated film of 2004. Yup, even better than the Polar Express. But like I said, but the Incredibles 2 is my favorite film out of the Incredibles film. And yeah, sure, I do have some. I do have some one nitpick about it. I seriously thinking that the Underminer was a really wasted villain. Like, we should have got him as a main villain, but nope, we got a screensaver, which the screensaver was yawn. That villain was boring as crap, and that is the worst villain based on good movies. But like I said, I am really excited for the Incredibles 3. I really hope the Incredibles 3 will close this franchise at a higher note. Not in a bad note, because have you not even seen like go to Die Hard? Yeah, that film was in a bad way. I do not want to see an Incredibles 3 to be like Die Hard 5. I do not want to see that. Anyway, so the last news we're going to talk about for today, which is none of them, guys, let's talk about Finding Nemo 3. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to say this. But no, we don't need a Finding Nemo 3. We already have Finding Nemo. We don't have Finding Dory. If you want to make a Finding Nemo content, why not you do a television show? Nobody wants to see a Finding Nemo 3. Oh my goodness, I'm done with your Pixar. Whoa. Okay, first of all, do not say whoa because you're making yourself like a knucklehead. And second of all, there was no problem that Pixar is greenlit a Finding Nemo 3 because there was a one character that he was a main character in Finding Nemo. Even Nemo was the main characters, but Marlin was a main characters in that film. But there was a one character that he really need to be the shine, which is not in the movie called Finding Marlin. If you don't know what Finding Marlin is based on the character, his name is Marlin, aka one of my favorite characters I ever seen for Finding Nemo. All the characters for Finding Nemo, I think Marlin is my favorite character because I do like his character development. I do like his backstory because you feel so sorry for Marlin, which, honestly, guys, I don't have no problem that Pixar would decided to do another Finding Nemo movie, and now they're going to do a Marlin movie. But if they do a different type of Finding Nemo 3, it would be boring, it would be forgettable, and it would be unnecessary. So, honestly, guys, I'm just going to say this, but Finding Nemo 3 will be an end to the Finding Nemo movie because there was no way in the monkey that they are going to greenlight a Finding Nemo 4, Finding Nemo 5, and for God's sake, not a Finding Nemo 6. Come on now. Quit milking the Finding Nemo franchise and quit milking the Incredible franchise because are you trying to make this franchise to be like the Ice Age franchise? Please, Pixar, please don't do that again. Anyway, guys, that was my thought on this news called The Incredibles 3, and Finding Nemo 3 is reportedly likely to happen at the Pixar Animation Studio. Honestly, guys, let's give it a round of applause to the Pixar crew and all the Pixar because I am so happy that Pixar, and I am so happy that Bob Iger and Pixar and Disney and all that, etc., they are finally listening what the fan want. People do not want a Disney live-action movie. Nobody want a Disney live-action remake. Because if you do one of those, a lot of people would prefer the OG one. Because, oh my God, I have to tell you the funny story what happened at the school. Sorry, guys, I didn't even know that tomorrow we're gonna watch Aladdin. And honestly, guys, and when I was asking Miss Allie, and she was like, hey Nick, we're gonna watch Aladdin. And I was like, oh, which one? You're gonna watch the OG one or you're gonna watch the remake? But honestly, she definitely agreed that she's going to stick to the OG one instead of the live action remake. So Disney, you fail. You fail with the Aladdin live action remake because it can show that people are supporting the OG film instead of the live action remake. And even I'm kinda have hope for Frozen live action remake, but I gotta say, we can sit back, we all agreed that we're gonna stick to the animated version of Frozen movie instead of the live action Frozen movie. I do not give a darn that Anna Taylor-Joy is gonna be as Elsa instead of Sink from Stranger Things. It's going to be Anna, but I gotta say, I'm just going to prefer the animated version of Frozen instead of the live action remake because I want to support animation. I want to support animation and animation is cinema. Yep, animation is cinema. Like Illumination is cinema, Disney is cinema. All the animation studio is cinema, except Video Van Quedo. All the animation studio is cinema. Well, not for Video Van Quedo, because Video Van Quedo are not freaking cinema, because those films are made for babies, for 2-year-old. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more of this awesomeness, please, I highly recommend you to hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share the video with your whole family. DreamWorks Animation, please take note what Pixar is doing. At least Pixar is not greenlight a Cocomelon movie. Like, who knows? I might want to see a Cocomelon animated film. And you know what? I'm done. Anyway, if you enjoy... I already did say that, so it's not trying to be like a book and like a wink wink. Anyway, so if you want me to do like the anniversary of the celebration of Kim Possible's the drama DVD release, I'm just going to post it on my community tab. But honestly, guys, if I finish Fallout and X-Men 97 this week, I would do a review on those two shows, which is Fallout and X-Men 97, because we're almost there for the series finale. And honestly, guys, I would take my time to watch X-Men 97. So here's my plan. I'm gonna watch one episode of Fallout, and after that, I'll watch the 2 episodes of X-Men 97. Why? It's because of the fact that I don't want to watch 2 episodes in one day. If I do that, the time will be wasted. So, I decided to watch 1 episode of Fallout, and I'll watch the 2 episodes of X-Men 97. And the next day, I would do the same old stuff. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So, it will be, it will make more sense than watching all the episodes too, because I just really want my TV show review to come back, to be honest. So I haven't made a intro for my TV show review, but I might do it here pretty soon. Before the summer begins. But like I said, now you excuse me, I'm gonna get on Storyfire to now will you excuse me, I have to finish my Kim Possible movie 2 because it's coming out on June 7th, which I'm going to be releasing on Storyfire early on June 1st. But the production will be done on May 31st because it's going to be a long movie. It's going to be a long A movie. Long A movie kind of movie. Sorry, it kind of made me, I'm saying the A word. Shut up. Anyway, this is Nick Kick, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Kim Possible Fan 2001 signing out. And I had to end this video because my dog won't stop barking. Dingo, boy, you better shut that barking out, boy. Anyway, this is Nick Kick, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Kim Possible Fan 2001 signing out. And you guys have a great night. Don't let the big boys fight. Beat them until the black and blue. And Scooby, shut your mouth. Anyway, I see you next time, and so long, and peace YouTube, and yadios, and good night!